Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Trio the Phenomenal Man. We back with another video. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Let me know how these videos are going. It don't matter. You can just let me know, um, from your opinion, what takeaways are you learning and you taking away from these videos that I'm putting out. What are you um What are you learning? What are you getting from these videos? Is it something that's resonating with you? If it's not, then these videos are not for you. But if it is, go ahead and give it a likes up and let me know what y'all thoughts on these videos. But I'm gonna get straight into it. Um, this topic been on my mind for some time now, and maybe I just probably go ahead and need to go ahead and speak about it because it's it's one of the main topics, you know, in this life of discussion of what we have in this world. But what I wanted to say is that why not wait for marriage? Why not wait for God to let you know and stay on that path, or either get on the path with God to let you know that when is the time for you to get married? Why not just wait for marriage and wait on God to give you the say so? The reason why I'm saying this because I see it's a lot of patterns that's just going on in the world. People just marrying the people thinking that these are the people that they want to be with for the rest of their life. But we all go through our ups and downs. We all go through challenges. Marriages, relationships, whatever you get into, like anything, businesses, all of this stuff is not easy. So we have to go through the things to know that we can learn and grow from. But if you seen things are not working out, and if these red flags are showing up left and right, if you see something that's like you totally don't agree with, I think it's time to put that in consideration and look at that and to see what you need to fix, or see what you need to speak with this your partner about, or whoever, your friend, your spouse, whoever you need to speak with this about. You know, it's because the patterns are so crazy that people thinking that whatever they doing in these marriages or these relationships, they're not gonna get caught doing what they doing. Whatever is in the dark is gonna bring out. It's gonna come to the light. Whatever is in the dark is gonna come to the light. It's a lot of people thinking that they're so special and thinking that they got this idea of not getting caught. They thinking that they are so smart, smarter than they might be smarter than their spouse or friend or whatever, their partner or whatever. But sooner or later, you're not getting away with anything of what you're doing wrong. It can be 20, 30 years from now, 40 years from now. Eventually, it's going to catch up with you. But these people thinking that they have this type of magic trick and thinking that they can get away with any and everything while they married or either in a deep relationship, it's like totally insane. Like it's real crazy. It's real crazy to even think like that, because you got some marriages, they'll do good for maybe a few years or so, but you don't know if that person for you when you really when you really start seeing these signs, these flags, you will know. And I put it like this: you got you got jealous spouses, you got jealous people out here. Just because you marry that person don't mean that you're gonna spend the rest. That's the person that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with. You got some of these people are jealous of your kids. Um, they even committing crimes just because they figure that you since they marry you, they figure that since they marry you, they jealous that you don't have kids. Well, they jealous that the firstborn wasn't theirs. So what they decide to do is go and murder your kids just because they was jealous, just because you ignore these red flags from this person, whatever signs that you were seeing, but you just took it lightly, and it start to build up in that person. It just takes over their emotions and their mental problems. But things like this leads to a whole lot of situations, and you're not even being aware of it. Just because you don't want to divorce this person, or just because you don't want to separate from this person, or just because you're married, you figure that since y'all married, y'all have to uh it's death do you apart, do us apart. Just because you are married, just because you seen all these red flags, it's okay to deal with it. Sometimes God will let you be in a marriage. Sometimes, excuse me. Sometimes God will let you be in a relationship or a marriage for whatever how long it takes, just for you to wake up and see what's going on. It don't matter. He do that just to see. He does that just for you to wake up. Yeah, I know that marriage is not an easy thing to get divorced, accept and break up the family or whatever. But man, if that's easier and better, then what's gonna happen, which is a lot of us don't really know, but instead you ignoring these red flags from the beginning, this all of these problems could have been avoided. Been avoided. It's just like it's just like when you in the streets are no longer it's dead. The streets are dead. Like when you're in the streets and you seeing these, these gangs or whatever hood you rep, and you just trying to take over the hood, it's always somebody in that hood is gonna be jealous of you and try to take you out. And it's this repeated cycle. It's this pattern keep going on and on and on and on. And the main big thing is that our ego gets to us the most, because we can't handle or know or don't know how to speak like an adult, or speak or handle situations like grown-ups, like you're supposed to. And that's another big thing, because that's why it's so much thing written in it's that's the way that's the reason why you really need to learn and get into the Bible, because everything is for a reason. Because if you taking over and trying to come up or whatever, and you got people who don't who no longer like you or want you to be in your own city, then that's when you need to, you know, relocate. come up with different ideas and a plan. Be smart about things. But I was just saying that because it's just the same thing. It's a repeated cycle. It's a pattern when people thinking that they can get away with one thing and the next person do it, they thinking that they can get away with it the same way. Not knowing that it's just a whole big circle. You going around. Whatever you did, whatever you're doing wrong, you're gonna suffer different consequences from the next person who you know who doing this or who you saw who did it. It's just different consequences, repercussions behind this. Don't think that you're not gonna don't think that you're not gonna pay for it. But only if you leave out of it and be smart about it and make sure that you make the right decision. But I hope a lot of people open their eyes and wake up because all this thing is just uh it's a cycle. That's all it is. When people start waking up and just notice that it's just a cycle, it's a repeated thing going on, a lot of people will open their eyes and come together more. A lot of people would actually speak and talk about certain things. Majority of things is not either worth nobody lives, nobody kids getting being harmed to, nobody family being harmed to, um the blocks, the hood or whatever. None of that stuff is not even worth taking over because soon as you get the money or whatever, as soon as you get the rep, the fame, you're no longer gonna be there. You're no longer gonna be in that situation, trying to be in that spot. You're gonna be on to the next level, got bigger fish to fry. You won't even have to worry about things like that. But instead, you got the fame, you got the name, and you got the money. You still want to try to be in that part. You still want to be where you come from, where you grew up from. Jesus was not. Jesus didn't belong in his own city after he was preaching the gospel. After he went around and started preaching, speaking to different people, different communities or whatever. He didn't belong in his own town. And it says in the Bible, I don't know what verse or which scripture, but I just know, you know, after listening to so much motivational and audios and everything like that, it all makes sense. Yeah, I need to get into my Bible more. Yeah, a lot of us do, but we all gotta see it's just more to this thing that we live in. It's not about trying to take over things and try to be a boss and try to compete with everybody. Because you would never, the comparison is well, I can't remember the scripture. The comparison is, that's on the tip of my tongue, is the thief, it's the thief of joy, if I'm saying that right. When you comparing yourself with with people, other people, it's yeah, it's the thief of joy, if I'm saying that right. You don't want to compare yourself, man, because you will not get nowhere with that. You will not get nowhere further and have the things that you want. And the same thing with these marriages, like it's just so crazy. As soon as somebody get married, you attracting a lot of people that's trying to break up your marriage. It's okay that you attracting them, but now you letting that in. You opening up that door for that enemy to swivel his way in. Now You break now you sinning against marriage. You know, all of these things. Why get married and go through the stuff and know that you're gonna cheat? Why get married if you're gonna get bored? If you're the type of person to get bored fast and feel like that your partner is not enough, but you feeling like that you still need to go out there and do whatever. To still, play around with the water and see, what's out there, to still play around with. Why still do these things if you're gonna get married? I don't understand. Like, if you're gonna be married, you need to first work first work on yourself. First work on that everything. You need to destroy everything from your past, from the old you, from within. You need to destroy and kill that flesh. If that the case, you don't have to be a Christian, you know, but you have to be spiritually minded to know to avoid all of these things. Bad things still gonna happen, but at least that if you will clean up yourself and still be married and go through the things that you're going through in life, at least that it wasn't nothing that had to do with nothing on your behalf or your spouse's behalf. Things happen in life. Deaths happen in life. Sickness happen in life. But if you taking these things upon yourself to just wanna do whatever, say whatever, and you don't want to live your life just because you wanted to, just because it's your decisions, it's your choices. Then do that while you're single. Then do that while you still trying to, clean up yourself and get yourself together. Work on yourself mentally. You need a lot of healing to do. You got a lot of people jealous out here. Even when you're in these marriages, it's so crazy that it's spouses killing the kids-in-law just because that person got another baby from someone else. It's just so crazy. It's just so crazy. It's a lot of things just happening, and I say that we really need to open our eyes up. Really open your eyes. It's not what you think. This world is not what you think. Life is not what you think. And a lot of people are so slow. It's they're not thinking. You're like really. A lot of people are really slow. And then when somebody try to help you about something and let you know, you let your pride, your ego, and all of that stuff take over. Your emotions, all that stuff take over. You need to hear that you slow because it'll wake you up. But a lot of people take it offensive and thinking that somebody coming at them a wrong, the wrong way or whatever. No, but you got certain people out here trying to help. It's a difference with somebody calling you out your name and laughing about it or taking you as a joke and throwing your name up under the throwing you up under the bus or just throwing shots at you every time. It's a difference between when somebody is actually speaking to you and letting you know that you need to wake up. Like, you need to wake up. And a lot of people they just want to they just want to live the life thinking it's all cool because they see somebody else living that life. They got their own image, they painting in their head. They got their own ideas, their own creativity. Whatever they creating in their minds, different from the person that they see who doing it. They thinking that their plans and their creative skills are way more better than that person. When really all you doing is just repeating the same thing with this person doing and just is going in circles, but not knowing that your situation can lead up way worse than with this person over here, and you not even knowing that what can happen at any given time. But you thinking that since you got your creative mind, your creative skills going on, and this plan, this idea that is taking place, you figure that your situation is gonna be calmer and less dramaful than this person over here. But not knowing that your situation can lead to a, a murder suicide. Not knowing that your situation can lead to, your kids can end up being involved in a serious situation. Your finances, your life, not knowing that these things can lead to this, and your life will be in like in so much hell. You will wish that you never done the things that you did. You will wish that you never came up with these plans and these ideas to try to be so creative, to try to escape and get away from this. You can't escape nothing. No matter what you do, you cannot escape nothing. You can be hide behind a curtain all your life in the dark, doing the things that you want to do, saying the things that you want to say, but you thinking that nobody ain't watching. Nobody else could probably not be seeing anything, but God is watching. That's why things happens. Your energy, everything is just spiritual. It's a spiritual warfare. Like everything, it connects. So you got to be mindful of that. Like, don't think that you're going to get away with anything. Yeah, you might feel that you're going to get away with it, and you probably will for a period of time. But don't you know that once you get away, don't you know that all those times, those years that you done got away with, and by the time you finally get caught, gonna be way worse than all those years from before that you didn't get caught. 9, 5, 10 years that went by, you didn't get caught. Now your life is in a living hell that you have to make up and make sure that you do whatever you're supposed to do for the time that you get caught, and go through that. It's gonna be a whole lot of wasted time, a whole lot of wasted years. You know, like half of your life just gone down the drain. And it don't have to be any prison time. This can be hell on earth time, like going through this spiritual battle. Like when the enemy attacks, he attacks. He is not letting up. So when he attacks, he attacks. And what God's gonna do, he's gonna let the enemy attack just so you can get better and trying to show you of what you're doing wrong, so you can clean up your mess, so you can clean up everything what you need to clean up. That's how God works. God will let the enemy attack in certain areas of what he see that you need to clean up, because he don't allow any sins. Yeah, you can repent. He will forgive you, but all sins are different, with different repercussions and consequences. So you got to be mindful of that, man. It's better things out here to do. Like it's way much better things out here to do. You know, try to stay away from sin as possible. Yeah, we gonna sin every day, but I'm talking about like the major sins that you know in your soul and your spirit that you know that you need to stay away from, and you still turn around and commit that sin. Like, man, you gotta be crazy just to put yourself through that. Just because you want sex, just because you want that lifestyle, just because you want the materialistic things, just because you want the money, just because you want the name, the fame, just because you want to be known, and doing all these things the wrong way, it's going to lead to a bad situation. It's going to lead to a bad situation. But I just say just to say that because we all need to work. We all need to wake up and open our eyes. It's too much going on for you to be so blind and not see what's going on. You know, just open your eyes, man. Open your eyes and just keep praying to God. You got to go to God first. You know, when I mean open your eyes, it means open your eyes and start going to God. Start talking to God. Stop praying to God. Ask Him to reveal these things to you, what you that you can't get out your system, that you can't get out your spirit for some reason that you're trying to fight. You trying to get out of that. You trying to beat this. I mean, you go to Him like that and straight up have a conversation with Him. If you treat Him like a friend, like how you talk to any other friend, He will start to reveal these things to you. You know, you'll start to feel peace come over you. You'll start to have more clarity thinking. You'll start to be more aware of things, and it's going to connect. But you got to keep it up because life is not like this. Life is like this, and when you go back up, life is it gonna take you a whole nother big huge dip. I'm talking about you know them spikes, you know that graph, you know the graph from off the stock market charts. That's just how life is. When you see your stocks and everything go up, your stocks just don't go straight up and down. Stocks go up, a dip, and it consolidates, a dip, go back up, and then you take a huge dip. And once you take that huge dip, you'll see exactly, only if you stay consistent and doing what you're supposed to do. But you will see exactly what you need to work on. You see exactly what you need to heal from the inside. And that happened to me, and I had to learn that. You know, I had to learn all of this, and I'm still learning. It's a fight. It's a fight. It's a dog fight no matter what. But you gotta. It's hard, but you gotta choose your hard. I'm choosing my hard to go through the situation that I'm going through now. I'm not going back. I'm not moving back. I'm staying right here by moving forward. You know, I'm staying right here, but not. I'm moving forward. I'm not going backwards. I'm not doing no drugs. I'm not drinking. I'm not. I don't smoke. I don't smoke any cigarettes. I don't smoke no weed, no marijuana. I don't do anything. I don't try to contact old friends. I don't try to be in the hood like I used to when I used to been at all. I'm not trying to go back there. I'm not trying to sit around a group of people that don't have anything going for themselves. Listen, when I'm doing my videos in my car and making sure that um I'm secure in my area to work on myself and do my healing exercises like my meditation and everything, my writing, whatever I gotta listen to and with my motivational speeches, everything on my YouTube channel. Listen, I got things that's gonna uplift me, level me up. I got things that I'm soaking in positive things to work on, prayers, healing, mental, physical, all down to the physical fitness, all down to the eating organic food, like the I'm talking about everything you name it. I'm on it. I have everything on my YouTube channels. And I have a whole save play. I got a playlist that I save a lot of videos that I need to go back and watch. You know, that's my time. That's the time that I take for myself to choose. I choose the hard. That's the type of hard that I want to choose. I don't want to choose the hard that you're gonna get it easy just because you moving on your path, you moving in your speed and your time, and try to make fast money and try to do whatever. That's the hard, easy, but that's the harder way. If you catching what I'm saying, it's two hards. Your hard is either you're gonna work on yourself and become the best version of yourself, or the other hard is you go back and move backwards and continue on doing the same thing and keep feeding your flesh. You know, those are the two hards. But you choose that hard. You choose the hard to keep feeding your flesh, meaning that going and doing the same things that you used to doing, meaning that you working your way to make fast money or whatever you're doing, and thinking that it's easy, but that's the hardest thing that you can do. That's the hardest thing that you putting yourself into, because you're not even trying to upgrade or either work on yourself to leave all of that in the past. But I just hope that we open our eyes. Hopefully that you guys will watch this video. I know that you probably ain't gonna watch the full video. Hopefully that you do. Hopefully it gets to somebody and have an eye opener, have a change of heart. Cause we going up. We ain't trying to go down. We've been down for too long. We trying to go up. We ain't going back down. May God bless y'all.